Welcome to the Militia Gaming community. I'm Trigger, and today I'm going to show you a technique that every single pro driver uses in Need for Speed Heat. Let's go! Before I get into the video, I just want to mention I'm giving away 3 Xbox Series S's next week. There's less than a week left to enter the giveaway. I'll have a link for the giveaway video in the description down below, but this is to celebrate the launch of Forza Horizon 5. I'm also including Game Pass subscriptions for each of the consoles that I give away, so check out that video when you're done with this one and make sure you enter the giveaway. Alright, I've talked briefly about this technique in previous videos, and I tried to explain it in my cornering secrets video. However, I'm still getting quite a few DMs about cornering, so I thought it might help the newer players for me to go into depth about this technique in Need for Speed Heat called brake snapping. This was discovered and named by Goliath, one of the fastest heat drivers in the world. There's a link to his YouTube channel in the description so you can check out all of his records and best runs. First, let's talk about what brake snapping is. Brake snapping is when you tap the left trigger or your regular brake in the middle of a turn, which increases your turning angle, allowing you to make a tighter turn. This may not seem useful at first, but it is 100% necessary for certain turns, and because I race on Arian and Sonic the most, I'll show you the turns in each of those races that requires brake snapping to take the corner correctly. Let's go to Arian first. The turn at the bottom of the hill is a fairly sharp turn that you approach at full speed because of the long straight section that precedes it. In order to take this turn correctly, you must drift it, and to do that, you will release the gas just before the turn, press it again, and then turn into the apex of the turn. And just as you turn in, you should brake snap your car, which, as you can see in this slow motion clip, makes the car turn just a bit sharper, which allows me to make the corner without hitting the barriers on the right side. This will take some practice, but let me go over it one more time. Step 1 is to release the gas and then press it again just before the turn. Step 2 is to turn into the apex. And finally, step 3 is to tap your regular brake to snap the car's angle to make a tighter turn. Alright, let's see this at full speed. Okay, let's look at another example. On the race Sonic, the second turn after the jump will require a brake snap to put you in the correct position to take the following right-hand turn. Let's see it at full speed first to see if you can spot the brake snap. Now let's check it out in slow motion. Notice the car is already turning as I'm approaching the turn because of the previous left-hand turn. I'm getting ready to hit the apex of the turn, and I need to tap the brake to make the car snap to a tighter turning angle. I actually wasn't in the best position in this clip. I could have entered the turn at a much tighter angle, but had I not brake snapped the car, I would have for sure ended up in the barriers on the right side. Although this run won't be my fastest, I basically saved my race by using this technique. I would have lost a lot of time had I ran wide and hit those barriers. And that brings me to a point that I think will be the most beneficial for you. This technique is definitely used to achieve amazing times. Pro drivers know exactly when to use this and when not to. However, its true value for the majority of players lies in its ability to save you from disaster. If you are trying to avoid traffic on a turn in a night race, you can grab the brake and snap your car into a tighter angle and save your race and your car from damage. Know that the longer you hold the brake, the more the car will slow down and the tighter you will turn. If the car is prone to oversteer, you will notice a greater effect when brake snapping. If the car is prone to understeer, you will notice it takes quite a bit more brake holding in order to get the car to do what you want. The RSR is the best car for practicing brake snapping because it responds the best to it. If you can master the concept with the RSR, then when you drive other cars, you will notice how deficient they really are. This technique alone is something that can extremely improve your ability to run faster times on pretty much every single race. Almost every race requires a brake snap on at least one turn and sometimes more. But again, it is a very good technique for helping you avoid traffic as well, particularly when you're already in a turn and there's a car that is in your racing line. All right, I hope this has helped you become a faster racer, and if you have any questions about this, don't forget you can DM me on Instagram, Twitter, or Discord. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have about brake snapping. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you go and follow Goliath. His channel shows you all kinds of very good high-level techniques to follow. He's the one that figured out this technique, so make sure you go and give him some support. Shout out to all the Militia subs. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.